Hi, everybody. That's us live. We have with us tonight the one and only Becca, Becca Nash, and my sidekick,
Hey, the
the
one and
moose,
only.
the moose, the one and only Pete Dassey.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah.
uh, thanks for joining us,
Yeah. Mr. Moose, thanks for
friends.
joining us.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
My football years.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
First of all, Becca, how's it going with you at the moment? What's been on your agenda this last week?
Everything's really peachy.
Hmm.
I have bumper stickers.
Oh, look at that.
Excellent.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, they're 350 each. So if anybody wants one, just the same deal with the wristbands. PayPal me the 350 to my PayPal, and I will get these off to you.
Excellent. Excellent.
And
I was,
I'm getting more wristbands. I ordered them already, so I will be
good.
getting more. But as soon as I get more, um, then they're gonna be opposite. So it's gonna be orange and then green, right?
Right.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So yes, the Saturday off. Yay! I'm at home.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You almost blew me away when you said that. Yeah, Pete,
Oh
I'm
my
off
gosh,
today. Oh, that's
I
right. Yeah. Oh my
know.
God, you blew me away.
And have you had a chance to chat with Brendan at all this week?
Who, me
Becca?
or
Yeah,
him?
Becca. Becca.
Me, yeah. He
Yeah.
called me this morning.
Yeah.
He sounded really good, really happy and cheerful, and we joked a lot. And yeah, no, he's doing good. He told me that I needed to go do something fun today. So,
Very good. All right. Yeah.
And it
so
doesn't get more fun than me and Pete does it.
right, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. He's
Yeah.
like, go do
Yeah.
something fun today. I was like, okay, I will. I'm gonna go
Okay.
carve a pumpkin. Because I didn't go live yesterday, but Be Brendan Brave is pumpkin carving.
Right.
So I'm gonna go carve a pumpkin late in a little bit.
Excellent. Excellent.
Okay.
Um, and Pete, what about yourself? What have you done this last week?
Yes, sir. I'm doing pretty good. I got some news. I went to the doctor on things, and I got some harsh news, but I'm taking it with a grain of salt. But hopefully, it'll get better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you were telling me about your cataract.
Oh
You
no,
need
that's the only thing that turned out really good.
Oh, right.
Yeah. See, I'm 20/20 now. I even got a set of glasses now. I can see 20/20.
Wow.
No, I got some prostate issues, and I got some
Right.
heart issues. So. So
Well, I mean, let's fingers crossed that the
yeah,
doctors
yeah.
can.
Thursday I went for the prostate issue. That didn't turn out too good. And
Right.
Friday I went to the hospital for heart issue. So yes, I
Oh
was
dear.
dancing around the hospitals and stuff. So it might turn out okay. I'm thinking I'm just taking in mind what Becca said. Sometimes they make it harsh more than what it really is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna say, well, oh, maybe I thought it was this or something like that. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
yeah,
Okay.
so,
like they told me with my issues that I had my surgery for, it could have been a list of a whole bunch of things, and
yeah,
but it
yeah,
could be this or it could be that, and the best you can do is just pray and hope for the lesser of the two. So
yeah. Well, like the heart thing, it kind of skips once in a while, and I was just thinking that I don't know if COVID had something to do with it. I asked the guy, and he said maybe possible because I ended up with that little bout of COVID.
Yeah.
hmm
So with the prostate issue, that one's kind of bad. When I went in, it's supposed to be zero. It's called a PSA test, and
Right.
it's supposed to be zero, and it was number 4.
Oh.
So she said it could be a couple issues. I could have stones.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest one I didn't want to hear is I could have cancer starting,
Sure.
and a couple other issues. And I told her a month back that I was kind of pissing blood in that, and she says, well, "Why didn't you get a hold of me?" Well, I never thought of it. It was only a little bit, and it was gone. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like that. None of it happens to me every day. It's like
Mhm.
So hopefully they're going to get the results back and see what's going on.
Yeah. Well, can I just stop you there for a moment and introduce our latest guest to join our stream?
Oh,
One
she's
another,
there.
the one another, the one and only.
She's hiding
Uh,
behind a black screen.
well, yeah,
But
I'm not sure
the name
Like,
where.
is
where
the
is
name is
she?
there.
Where
The
is she?
name is there.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened.
Me?
Oh,
Oh,
hold on a sec.
Oh,
Hold on a
there
sec.
she
Let's
is.
let's
There she
let's
is.
she
let's.
might have to approve. Like, she might have to go out and come back again and make sure everything's been
Yeah,
approved.
Yeah.
sometimes it don't hook up right away. You got to go
Yeah.
out and do it again. Yeah, maybe there was a chickle in the airwaves or something. I
Oh,
don't know.
let's hope that Sandy can get back in. I messaged her just before we went live and said if you could spare a couple of minutes. And here we go. Here
Yeah.
we go.
Oh, yay!
Hello.
Hi.
Sandy!
She made it. She made it.
It kicked me back out.
Yeah. She jumped the
how you do?
fence. There she is.
How,
It kicked me back out.
yeah, yeah.
How you doing, Sandy?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Doing good.
Good. Pete, Paul, how are you guys?
Yeah, hanging in there. Paul's drinking like usual.
What else
Just
is
kidding,
new?
Paul. Just kidding. Yeah. What
Oh,
are
that
you
looks
drinking
good.
today, Paul?
A nice food that Eunice brought back for me. So it was a sort of like a marshmallow IPA. So yeah, very
Oh,
nice.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
chocolate and marshmallows. So
Nah.
Okay.
yeah, Sandy, I'm not going to keep you too long. I just wondered how things were going at the moment. Have you've had a chance to chat with Steve? I think I saw a picture of you, a lovely picture of you with
Yeah.
Steve. And I just wanted to sort of find out how things were going with Steve at the moment, and yourself in general, of course.
Oh, we're doing well. I think we're
Yeah,
doing very well. Pa goes to see him now every other week with me,
yeah,
and that's really good. Yeah, we had a good visit yesterday. They're short. They're only 90 minutes now, so
yeah.
you
Oh,
Wow.
kind of have to talk fast.
Yep.
wow.
Pete, I think yours is longer. It's a couple hours than ours, guys.
We got two. But I mean, if you went on Monday or Tuesday, it used to be longer. I guess Monday's visit was like 4 hours, and then Tuesdays was
Oh,
three. But yeah, but no, that's what it used to be before COVID. But now
yeah.
everybody gets two.
Uh, yeah.
But I do like Steve's facility better. You can take pictures there. You don't take pictures over at where
Yeah,
he's
that's
at.
what Brendan told me
I
that
know
you
it's
can't. Yeah.
yeah.
But we
Well,
take pictures when Pa's there. Usually he wants one of Pa.
Yeah,
Right.
But,
yeah,
yeah,
and we had a really good visit again yesterday, except, for Pa's hearing, it's just so bad. And you're
yeah,
is
screaming
it?
your head off at him.
yeah,
But
yeah,
it's good. 90 minutes goes fast, but
yeah,
I think,
yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
think Stephen is a lot happier when his dad comes.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, of
Absolutely,
course,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, of course,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I think he is. The thing is, we can't play cards or anything. They won't let us have anything.
Really? Oh my God.
So,
All
yeah,
right.
I hear in Brendan's letter I just got yesterday, and he was telling me all the stuff he was doing, playing Kings in the Corner and shampoo, and,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
we can't do that. We can't. There's nothing.
Wow,
So we just sit and stare at one another. But
wow.
no, but we it's a nice visit, and it's not only shortened, but there's only a few left let in. I think it's 16 at a time.
Right.
People
Oh,
can
okay,
actually be in the
okay,
visiting room at a time. I think that's what it is. I may be wrong. I think it's 16 visits.
okay. Does he have any machines there, like a soda or a chip machine? Or?
Yeah, yesterday they were pretty empty, but otherwise,
Okay.
yeah, he gets everything.
Brendan just has soda. So
Yeah, he told me what he drinks every time you guys come. He always tells me what he drinks. So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, always. But yeah, it's okay as far as eating goes. They took the ice cream machine out and they took the hot food
Oh,
out. There's no hot
oh,
food.
oh.
Uh,
I don't know why.
Yeah.
There's one microwave, but there's nothing to put in it. But we have sandwiches, which aren't too bad. They're actually pretty fresh. So
Oh,
that's
okay,
good.
okay.
And Steve's doing okay, but I think he's getting pretty anxious for the Wisconsin Supreme Court to get off their butt.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
make
I
a
know.
decision here. The quicker they deny it, the quicker we can go to federal court. And they're just,
I know. Why are they dragging their feet so long?
because they don't want him out.
Yeah,
No,
I know.
Bottom
I know.
line,
they,
I
no.
know.
they,
I know.
they are past masters at procrastination, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's all
And
they want to do.
the higher court doesn't have a deadline. The circuit
No.
court does, but the higher courts don't. So they can poop around as long as they want and come up with a year and a half from now, and kind of like the appellate did.
Yeah.
Appellate, of course, blamed the COVID for part of that delay, but
Yeah.
I don't think it really was. They just didn't want to make a decision, and they don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what happens if it goes on and on and on. I think KZ can finally, oops, you're going to be gone again. Oh no,
All right.
guys, I
We can
lost
hear
you
you still.
again.
Oh, she
We can hear
froze.
you
Yeah, we
still.
still can hear you.
We,
Yeah,
we
we
can
still can
still
hear
still
you.
hear you. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's the thing. It just didn't want my face on there anymore. So,
What? You got a beautiful face. What's wrong with it?
yeah, I thought we'd just leave it like this. We'll just leave it
I
audio.
like that. I like that little heart that you got up above your head there. That's kind of neat.
Oh, you can
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah, I'm a more of a heart. I'm a heart kind of guy,
I like those. I have 3 of
Yeah.
them up there.
Yeah, I know. I see the other one kind of
Yeah,
to the left there. Yeah.
they're old too. I just
Oh,
I love them, so I keep them up
yeah.
there. Everything in my house is old, including me. So
All right. Wow.
Sandy, a quick question. Obviously, the article by John Flack, very interesting about the Wisconsin not wanting to
yeah,
make a murderer 3, but I would contend that Netflix have got more than enough material to go with a making a murderer 3 and highlight the inadequacies of the circuit court, of the appeals court, and soon to be hopefully the Supreme Court. Uh, I just wondered what your thoughts on that were, and have you had a chance to chat with Steve about that? Right, I think we've.
I think we lost the audio now.
I think we have lost Sandy.
Well, we had her a little bit.
We did indeed, and
Yeah.
hopefully we'll have her back. Becca, any thoughts on that particular question, and Pete?
What? Repeat the question.
Well, it was just that if as John Farrak was pointing out in his article for the, I think it was it the Patch, or it was some article that he wrote whereby he was pointing out that Wisconsin do not want a Making a Murderer Series 3, but basically there's enough material already to have a Making a Murderer Series 3. We just need a.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
You know, I don't. I think I've commented on this before, but I do think that there is enough to do another Making a Murderer 3. I guess if they really wanted to put out another Making a Murderer 3, but I don't know. Like, to me, it's like what has happened between last Making a Murder and this Making a Murder, not a whole lot. And if you're going for just putting content out, then yeah. But if you're looking for, in my opinion, substance, there may not be a lot of that.
Yeah, I was just going to go with the fact that
she's back again.
there, yes. Sorry, Sandy. I don't know if you managed to pick up on that last question I was asking.
yeah.
Thoughts on Making a Murder Series 3? Becca's just had a shot, so
yeah. I was
same
just listening to what
yourself.
you were saying. My phone, I'm using the wrong phone. It's giving me a heck of a time. And it keeps kicking me out. But yeah, Steve and I have talked about 3 too, and I think he would be all for it. I am, because I think it needs to be finished. You know what I mean? For the public, it needs to be finished. And there's so much going on behind the scenes now as far as KZ is concerned. She's doing so much investigation that all this could come out in a 3, if it's allowed. The bad thing is that we've got the Colburn lawsuit against Netflix and the girls.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that would stop them, because that's not been resolved yet. As far as I know, it's in litigation. I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know what they're going to do about that. I lost somebody. I lost Becca now.
Oh dear.
Everybody's leaving on me here. Yeah, I can't understand why that lawsuit is still pending. I mean, to me, it's a frivolous lawsuit with Colburn and Netflix.
Yes, yeah, totally.
He can't prove that he didn't do these things, and we can't prove that he did. So I don't know what they're doing with it. Mm-hmm. But that might have something to do as far as Laura and Maura are concerned. I don't know this. I'm just guessing that it might have something to do, with it.
One can imagine that Netflix would like Series 3 to be Steve and Brendan walking free, and then Kathleen Zellner getting an evidentiary hearing and actually putting all the bad actors and the people that actually put Steve behind bars up on the witness stand themselves, and then prosecuting them. There's room for Series 3, 4, 5. I would say.
I agree.
Yeah.
Right. There's so much. I mean, if they went ahead like they did in the second documentary, if they filmed all the stuff that she's been doing for a third, there'd be a lot of stuff there about things that she's found out. That's all good stuff. It's all good. But like you just said, I think we need a third to show him walking out, to show, all the court proceedings. That's what they're afraid of. I don't know if you happened to see that interview with the Canadian judge in KZ. I don't know what his name was, but he was a judge from Canada, and he had an interview that was over an hour long with KZ.
Right.
And she said on there that she thinks that why she's not getting an evidentiary hearing is because of the documentary. Mm-hmm. And they don't want this to be public knowledge and cameras all over the place and all their misdeeds coming out is the way I look at it. Yeah. And they will.
Yeah. And I mean, eventually it's kind of sad in the way that Dolores has passed away, but part of their thinking is just procrastinate until all of the people who are responsible for this have passed away, and then we can somehow either sweep it away because it's all gone away, or at least there'll be new people in, and we can just claim, everybody's gone that should that needs to give evidence, so we can't really pursue this. It's just procrastinate.
That's what it is. Yeah, and the appellate court did it. Now the Supreme Court is going to do it, and that they're going to deny it. I just, they are. So do it already, and let's get on with it. And like Casey said in that interview, she has never been denied an evidentiary hearing in any of her cases. So why is she being denied this time?
I know.
And it's got to be the publicity. It just has to be. And I can't wait to see Colburn on the stand. I think he'd wet himself with KZ cross-examining.
Oh,
he was very nervous in the first trial, and he knew he was lying. And I think that's a perfect person to get on the stand. And of course, there's a lot of other people I would like to see on the stand. I've been going over the documentary again. I've only watched it once, the second one, and I've been going over it again now and seeing things that I'd forgotten about.
Right.
And one thing, not that it brings it up about the documentary, I'm kind of off topic here, but it really upset me because I had not remembered what Fassbender and Wiegert had done to Brendan about the hood latch. I did not know that they blatantly put it in his head. Now, what did he do to the car? He lifted the hood, or however he said it. Like, what? Brendan didn't say that. You said it. Yeah. And then, of course, they went to check the hood latch for sweat DNA, and they hadn't done that before. But they said it, not Brendan. And it was the same as the rest of it. And the more you watch that documentary, the more you see junk that you don't like.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
We need a third. We definitely need a third.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Have all this out, all the stuff that she's found now that just big question mark before, and now get that all out there. Let people see the rest of it. And then, of course, the big thing is him walking out of prison.
Yeah.
Oh, and not just him, Pete. I mean Brendan as well. I'm talking about the two now. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% on
right.
both.
And it needs to be done. 16 years coming up here.
Oh, yeah.
I think Stephen was arrested on November 9th. So we're coming up to the 16-year mark.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
My God's sake, Brendan was 16. He's 32 now.
Yep. Yep. When was he arrested? Was it March of 06?
March 1st, 2006.
Okay, I had it right. Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But this has got to quit. And, Stephen he's okay. But after Mama died, there's that hole there with him.
Oh, yeah.
It's so sad. And that's why I'm so thankful that Pa's been going every other week with me now. It's so good because I think at least he's seen him, and he hadn't seen Mama for so long. And
I know what Steve's going. I know what Steve's going through because when I first lost my ma too, it's like, she died to cancer, and then my dad a while later, too. And it's like you don't know what you got with parents until they're gone.
Yeah,
that's right. Boy, I agree with that. Yeah. It is. It's sad for Stephen, and I don't know what else to do for him except be here. I mean,
that's all you can do. Just be there.
That's all I can do. But I hope there is a third. I have thought about talking to Laura, and I thought, no, I'm going to leave her alone. I am so sick and tired of, as you know, cameras in your face that I don't want to start anything up. Yeah. But I think we should have just to close this thing out, and it's got to close sometime.
Yeah.
And they both have got to walk out of there before they're old and gray. Well, Steve is already gray, but you know what I mean? He's going to be 60 years old this summer. Mm-hmm. And that's a milestone to me. And you hit 60 and it's all downhill from there, trust me.
Yeah.
But, it's my opinion that we should go ahead with it and hope for the best. Right now, we got to get them both out.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I agree with you. 100% on everything.
Yeah, Pete, how is Brendan doing when you see him? He sounds so good and optimistic in letters.
I go up on Sunday mornings around 8:30 and I play cards since they added the cards back in.
Good.
I feel sorry for you guys because you only got 90 minutes. We got 2 hours and 2 hours seems to sail by.
Yeah. Well, they used to be 3.5 hours, so it will come. So this is a lot different. But it'll come back eventually, I guess. They're getting very lax with the masks now. So before you were supposed to only take them down when you were eating. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we pretended we're drinking all the time.
Ours you got to have up, and you got to do a real drink, or else the guards come by. Brendan one time had his mask over his nose, and I called him the nosy neighbor. But otherwise, the guard came up to him. I want your mask up. So but he told me that was the asshole guard. So
no wonder we got some of those. They've been very lax in the last couple of times with masks. I think they're getting a little more confident now.
Okay.
Because even the guards have them down just on their mouth most of the time, and then they pull it out. So, they get to be such a pain after a while. And the first time we took pictures after I went back, they insisted that we keep the mask on. And then the one that takes the picture said, "Oh, just pull it down, just for the picture." Well, the last 2 times I've taken mine right off. If they want to kick me out, well, it's close to time to go anyway. I'm so sick of the mask.
Why take pictures with the mask on anyways? It covers your face.
I know it. Isn't it stupid?
Yeah. You can't see you guys smiling or,
I've noticed that with the newer pictures of Brendan that he sends to Barb. He still has to wear the mask. And I'm like, you can't take it off for like 2 seconds just to smile and let them take a picture.
The purpose, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of is.
Yeah.
Oh, what's
Or at
so
least
funny?
have them draw a smiley face on the mask or something,
yeah,
Some
right?
people have done that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, the funny thing is that they make us keep our masks on when we're sitting at the table. But if we go out back to the machines in the back, everybody has theirs down. So here we are right up tight with these people, and the masks are
Right.
down here.
Right.
There's
yeah,
no continuity with this crazy
yeah,
mask thing there. And they might as well just stop it. They might as
Right.
well, because they're
Yeah.
not doing any good. But I'm looking forward to when they finally get regular visiting back, so we can
yeah,
actually play cards
yeah,
and
yeah.
have a lengthier visit.
So what is regular visiting with you and Steve then?
3.5 hours for
Okay, 3.
regular.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
I knew it was more than Portage, and I knew it was more than, well, yeah, Portage, because Portage was always 2 hours. But
2.
when we first started there, they used to have 4 hours on the weekends, and then they took the 4 hours and put it during the week. That kind of got us pissed off because
Oh,
I mean it took two and a
okay.
half to get there,
Yeah,
and two to visit, and then 2.5 to get back. That was a long day.
sure.
Yeah,
Well, basketball was 3,
yeah,
and that was
yeah,
good because it was 3.5 hours one drive, one way.
yeah,
So that was 3 hours, and that always went
Mm.
so fast. And now here we got that extra half hour with 3.5.
yeah,
But it's a good amount of time if you're playing cards and eating and doing something.
yeah.
But now we can't do anything except eat. So boy, we do a lot of that.
I don't. And then, yeah, and then when the kids come in by Brendan there, they have them color. They got coloring going on too. So
They've
I
got
don't know.
nothing for the kids in
Yeah,
Waupun. There was
I
a
don't.
couple, no, I think
Wow,
just one little girl there on Friday. I was there yesterday. And she was just kind of bouncing around the place because there wasn't anything for her to do. They used to have
wow.
like a slide there and little things for kids to play with. And now that's all gone.
Yeah.
And I want the cards
Oh,
back so bad, but of course,
yeah,
if they're thinking germs, I mean, you can't very well wipe off each card, so I can
yeah,
see what
yeah,
they're
yeah,
thinking. But
yeah,
oh, I want to play cards again. I want to beat them. It's
yeah,
been almost
yeah,
2 years.
yeah.
You got
It's
to do
funny.
that.
It's funny how one facility has eating and that, and one don't, and
Yeah,
he's just got the soda. But yeah,
yeah.
it's really weird how they operate there. But I guess
And
you gotta.
it is. It's all the
Yeah,
DOC. It's all Wisconsin prisons. Can't they have some continuity in what they're doing? But they
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
Of course, maximum versus
When you
medium. But
schedule a visit for Steve, do you have to email it, or do you still?
uh,
Can you just go
it
there, or do you have to email a visit, or do you have
it's
to?
emails. Yeah,
Okay, okay. Because
I
that
have
kind of
it
sucked.
done
I
for
liked it
me.
when you could go there anytime and just get in.
I know that's what I want it back. But
Yeah,
I'm too computer illiterate. I have somebody do it for me.
yeah, yeah,
I have a booking agent.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Don't tell him I said so, but he's my booking agent.
okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but
I,
yeah,
I,
we can only schedule three
okay.
ahead.
Uh,
Okay.
got a quick question before we let you go, Sandy. And really, it was the same question that I asked of Mark Hodinett. And really, do you think honestly that the Court of Appeals are ignorant of the case, or are they just being complicit in the whole frame up of Steve?
They're not
I just
ignorant. They know
I don't
exactly
think
what's
so.
going on. No,
I was going to say
not a bit.
nah, I'm totally with you. I fail to see that that they would you know inadvertently misstate stuff. It's
Yeah,
just their way of trying to present that if you like it's almost like pampering to the guilters within the community.
hmm
I must admit, I read the response by the state to Kathleen Zellner's response,
yeah.
and do you know what struck me? I thought Ken Kratz had written it. It
Maybe
was
he
it was
did.
it was supposedly Lisa Comfort and
hmm
Josh Call, and I
hmm
thought, nah, that's not them written. That is Ken Kratz. They've got in
Maybe he's a
touch with
ghostwriter.
yeah,
I would not be
absolutely.
Yeah,
surprised. Not a
I
bit.
would
yeah,
not be surprised at all because
Mm-mm.
it's like Lisa Comfort and Josh Cole would say, well, this is your mess, you sort it out.
hmm
yeah.
I agree. That's entirely
Yeah,
possible. No,
yeah,
they're not ignorant, not in any way.
No.
They know exactly what they're doing, and I know what they don't want to do, and that's give him a new trial.
Yeah.
And that's the very first thing they should think about.
Yeah.
Is kicking this conviction out and starting over. And if they're so positive, Paul, that they got it right, then what are they afraid of?
Yeah.
Why don't they, overturn this conviction, start over again, and see if it happens again? If they're so sure that they've got an airtight case, then prove it by doing it again, and we'll shut up.
Yeah,
it's like Ken Kratz said in the courtroom that day. That I always think about that, and I'll never forget it. When Brendan's lawyer says, "Well, what if the real killer's fingerprints is on the key?"
Yeah.
And Kratz, the fabulous asshole that he is, he says, "I don't care about the real killer. I just want to prove that Stephen Avery's fingerprints." So what is that telling you right there?
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Well, you know what he said in Steve's trial at the end? He said the key was probably planted, but so what?
Yeah.
So
right.
what?
Yeah. See, that's another one there. See there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what?
The trouble is that there are people in Wisconsin and elsewhere who say, and I've had this message to me. So what if the system is corrupt? They're still guilty.
Oh.
It's like,
yeah.
What? But no. What's really interesting for me is the fact that Kathleen Zellner's first motion was for some more scientific testing. She got 9 items to test. Of those, that was enough to completely debunk the theory that Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey were guilty. It led to making a murderer too. They don't want that again, do they? They just don't want. They don't want to give any more. They don't want to give any more of the supposed evidence to Kathleen Zellner. They do not want this to go any further because Wisconsin will go down in history as being the first place that ever convicted an innocent person twice.
Yep. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
How that would be all over in different countries as well, knowing that they had done this. No, they don't want any part of it.
Yeah.
And there's no ignorance to that whatsoever, Paul. It's all planned. It's all pre-planned.
Yeah.
In my book. That's why, they know what they're going to do.
Yeah, and I know the police are in it just as bad because there was an next door neighbor saying that he thought they seen somebody drive the RAV4 in or pulling it in on that what is that, Cuss Road or whatever that is.
Yeah.
And the guy called the police right away, and the police said, "Don't worry about it."
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Why shouldn't they said, "Well, we'll send somebody over right away and have it checked out"? But no, they said, "Don't worry about it." So they played in it too. They played in it too. Yeah.
Yeah. And with Andy Colburn being head of traffic control, head of traffic cops, what's the chances of a report ever being written about it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's less than one?
Yeah. Right.
No chance.
Yeah. It's just the saddest thing, and the more you think about it, the more crazy you get, because that's what I try not to dwell on it all the time, because if I did, I'd lose my mind even more so than I have.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, you think about these things, and every time Steve and I, even on the phone, every time he can call 2-3 times a day, and we always get into the case, always.
Yeah.
And because that's all that's on his mind, he can't stop it.
Yeah.
And it can drive you crazy, because you realize that you're in this horrible situation where it's up to the court whether you're going to get out or not. And what can you do sitting in a locked prison cell to help yourself? He's got to put all his faith into KZ, every bit of it. That's a lot of responsibility on one person. And
but she can handle it.
She's got it too. She's got it. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
But she never had any idea it was going to take this long. She didn't. Even as I noticed looking through the documentary again, we were in Avery's kitchen, and I think it was Mama that said something like, "Well, that might take 5 years." And KZ says, "I don't want to be doing this in 5 years." And I thought, "Oh, lady, you've been doing it for 5 years." And, it's so sad. And it'll be over. He'll be over soon. These guys are going to get out eventually. But
Yeah. Something's gonna go wrong, and our thing is undercover. I mean, they blew our cover finally.
I just want someone to grow a conscience, somebody that worked in the sheriff's department or something
Yeah.
at the time that knew something.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is that they know. If they just come forward and put out some piece of evidence that would really, really stick it to
Yeah.
Colbert or somebody like
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
He's my favorite, Colbert and Kratz, I'll tell you. But anyway, we will look forward to a third documentary, I hope,
Yeah.
and see what happens. And everybody keep fingers and toes crossed, because the Supreme Court has got to answer soon and let us
Yes.
either move on or give us an evidentiary hearing, do something.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah.
everybody stay positive. I'm going to have to get off of here. I've got other things I got to do.
Okay. Nice to see you, Sandy. Yeah.
Thanks,
Very
guys.
nice.
Yeah.
Enjoy
We
the
love
rest of
you.
your day.
Sandy.
Take care. We love
Love
you.
you guys.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye bye. Do you know what, Pete? We've already been at this for 35 minutes. I'm going to say cheerio, and
Okay.
and let's team up again, possibly even tomorrow, or if not next week.
Okay. Just
Yeah.
just let me know, and
Yeah,
I should
yeah,
be there.
yeah. But that was absolutely brilliant to have Sandy, and I don't want
Yeah.
to carry on. And now that Sandy's gone, it was great to have her on board,
Okay.
obviously. And so Becca, Pete, as usual, great to have you on the show.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see this, but behind me I've got my Wisconsin state flag,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
and
I see that.
can you see the dude there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you see the dude? He's there. He's
Yeah.
always there. And I
He's
like
there,
the I've got my Stephen Avery, and I've got
Yep.
my Brendan
Yeah.
Dassey
Yeah.
Magnets. Yeah.
magnets. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I love your wall too. I got plenty
and,
on mine.
and the eyes you see in the corner, they are Shaun the Sheep. They're not jocks. Don't worry.
No. Are those
Okay.
those sleep number sheeps?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shaun
Oh, I
the
thought
Sheep.
that. Yeah, for a minute there, I thought that was Jock.
Ah, you right.
No, just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah. Let
Find
me
the
know if you
jock
want
in
to
that
do another.
picture.
Yeah, let me know.
Oh, yeah.
Let me know if you want to do another show tomorrow. If you don't, then hey,
Yeah.
there's always
No,
next week.
I was going to say, I think if you're around, Pete, then yeah, let's do another quick one tomorrow, because I've got
Yeah,
a
same
whole
time.
whole load of questions, and having Sandy
Okay.
on board was
Yeah.
kind of like a good start to the next phase, if you like,
Same
So
bad time, same bad channel.
yeah.
Okay. All righty then. Yeah.
So Becca, I'll leave you to say the final words.
Yeah. She
Uh-oh.
can be the
Go for it.
head person. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. The three musketeers. However, there we go.
I know
Like
he
that.
switches it around. 1 minute he's there,
Yeah,
1 minute he's there. I'm
Yeah.
there. I think I'm getting dizzy.
And thank you for joining us, and hopefully see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And what was it the dude used to say? Keep it classy for Brendan
Keep
Dassey.
it classy for Dassey.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Brendan
a good
Dassey.
saying.
It's a
Yeah.
great saying. It's
Yeah.
it's what we try and do, isn't it? I mean, occasionally we have a few funny moments, but yeah. Thanks, Becca. Thanks, Pete. We'll see you.
Thank you.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, same time.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Cheerio.
Bye bye.